Okay guys, in this video we are going to discuss that linear equation ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 into slope intercept form. See this one here. You know what is that slope intercept form? What is the slope intercept form? Y is equals to mx plus c. Slope intercept form is y is equals to mx plus c. So first of all, you write that given equation. Given that a into x plus b into y plus c is equals to 0. This is the given equation. What is the slope intercept form? Y is equals to mx plus c. We know that slope intercept form is y is equals to mx plus c. In this one, m will be represent that slope of the line and c will be represent the y-intercept. So by observing this equation, only that y term is that one side and the remaining terms are in the another side. So by observing this equation, from the given equation you write that b into y is equals to minus a into x plus minus c. Right? By comparing this one, in the standard form y coefficient is 1, but here y coefficient is that b. So divided this one with b. b into y whole divided by b is equals to minus a into x by b minus c by b. Right? Here b and b cancel. That implies y is equals to minus a by b into x plus minus c by b. So now this one is in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. Right? So what is that slope of the line ax plus by plus c minus a by b, and c is the y-intercept. In the general equation, c is that y-intercept, but here c is the constant. Now comparing this one and this one, so c y-intercept is that minus b c by b. So here this one we will write that. Therefore, slope of the given line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Therefore, slope of ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is minus a by b. Minus a by b means that is equals to minus of a is that x coefficient and b is the y coefficient, minus of coefficient of x whole divided by coefficient of y. Right? So the next one is that minus c by b is that y-intercept. Y-intercept of ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is a minus c by b. This one is that y-intercept of the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Right? This is the reduction of the linear equation ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 into slope intercept form. Okay, so what is the use of this one? The main thing is that what is the slope of the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. To find that value only, so you will be do this process. Okay, so slope of that line will be minus a by b is the slope of the line. Right, next concept. See, the next concept is here that angle between the two lines, two intersecting lines. Angle between two intersecting lines. Two intersecting lines. See here that, so you understand that very clearly, angle between the two intersecting lines. First of all, angle between intersecting lines. You draw that figure. So let one line is that this one and another line is this one. If these two are the intersect, now this one is that angle between these two lines. Let it be theta is the angle between this one. Now you take that slope of one line is that m1 and the slope of another line is that m2. We know already the slopes will be represented by that m. So here we are taking the two different lines. So one line slope we consider as that m1 and the other line slope is considered as m2. Right? So now here we can write that statement: if theta be the angle between two intersecting lines, whose slopes are m1 comma m2, then now we have the result is tan theta is equals to modulus of m1 minus m2 whole divided by 1 plus m1 into m2, 1 plus m1 into m2. So if we know that tan theta value, obviously you can find that what is the angle between those two lines. So that means the result is that tan theta is equals to modulus of m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 into m2. Now suppose here if theta is equals to 0, theta is equals to 0 degrees means now that implies tan 0 is equals to what? 0. By cross multiplying, m1 is equals to m2. So what is the meaning of this one? So m1 is equals to m2 means the angle is that 0. Generally that angle between the two lines will become 0, in which cases when the two lines are parallel. So that is parallel lines. Here you will write that is the parallel lines. So in any problem while doing that the problem is related to that angle. Suppose angle is that theta, then we have to say that those lines are the parallel. Or suppose in any problem, if that word parallel lines is that given, then immediately we should be recall that m1 is equals to m2. Similarly, if theta is equals to 90 degrees, theta is equals to 90 means tan 90 is equals to infinity, then you will be get that m1 into m2 plus 1 is equals to 0. That means m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1. Theta is equals to 90 means when will you get that angle is 90 between the lines? If those two lines are the perpendicular. So that is m1 into m2 is equals to minus 1 is a represent that condition for the perpendicular lines. That is perpendicular lines. That is perpendicular lines. Okay, see this one. Now according these conclusions, now you can write that some other results. See this one. Here is that suppose if you take that two lines, let L1 is equals to A1x plus B1y. L1 is equals to A1x plus B1y plus C1 is equals to 0, and L2 is equals to A2x plus B2y plus C2 is equals to 0. C2 is equals to 0. B two intersecting lines. B two intersecting lines. So when any two lines are intersecting, obviously we will be get that angle between those lines. From the above formula, then m1 tan theta is equals to, then what do you say that tan theta is equals to? Tan theta is equals to, you see this value, modulus of m1 minus m2. m1 is that slope of the one line, m2 is the slope of the another line. Now in that previous concept, I told that slope of the linear equation is minus of x coefficient by y coefficient. So the slope of the first equation is minus a1 by b1. Slope of the second equation is minus a2 by b2. Minus a2 by b2. By substituting that both values, we will be get that a1 into b2 minus a2 into b1 whole divided by a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2. So this one is that tan theta formula in terms of the coefficients of a1, a2, b1, b2, right? Now similarly, if these lines are the parallel, means if we know the tan theta value, you can write that any another value. Now suppose if you want that sin theta value, so what is that sin theta value? See this one, here is that tan theta value. Next, suppose if you want that sin theta value, sin theta is equals to, this one is that a1 into b2 minus a2 into b1 whole divided by root of a1 square plus b1 square into root of a2 square plus b2 square. And similarly, so you can also write that cos theta value. Cos theta is equals to cos theta is equals to, this value will be a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2 whole divided by square root of a1 square plus b1 square into square root of a2 square plus b2 square, a2 square plus b2 square. This one is that cos theta value, right? Now from this formulas, so generally everybody will use that formula. Most of the students cos theta formula. In the second possibility is that tan theta value. Okay, so this one is in the rare cases. Now from this cos theta value, from this cos theta value, here you write that modulus. Here also you write that modulus, right? So from cos theta value, a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is the positive value, then the angle between these two lines will be what type of the angle? Is it the acute angle or obtuse angle or a right angle? So here a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is the positive value, then the angle between these two lines will be the acute angle. This one is that a negative value. Angle between these two lines will be obtuse angle. This one will be equals to 0. Then these two lines are the mutually perpendicular. Mutually perpendicular. Similarly, you can write that condition for parallel lines. Parallel lines means, so according that above condition, so what I said the condition for the parallel lines, slopes are equal. Slopes are equal. So according this one, we can write that in terms of the coefficients. Okay, now you see that all these points. See, here is that a1 a2 plus b1 into b2 is a positive. Positive means greater than 0. Is a positive if and only if theta is an acute angle. Theta is an acute angle. Theta is an acute angle. Right? Now the next point is, this is the first point. Second point is a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2 is less than 0 if and only if theta is an obtuse angle. Theta is an obtuse angle, right? And next point is that a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2 is equals to 0 if and only if theta is a right angle. Theta is a right angle. Theta is a right angle, right? And the next one is that now suppose theta is that 0 or 180 degrees. So that means when will you get that theta is equals to 0? Those lines are parallel. Parallel means slopes are equal. So the condition will be a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2. b1 by b2. This is that relation in terms of the coefficients of the lines. Okay, if and only if the two lines are parallel. Two lines are parallel. Two lines are parallel, right? And next one is that suppose the two lines are the identical. Identical means what? So that is nothing but identical is that very similar. That means the condition for the identical is A1 by A2 is equals to B1 by B2 is equals to C1 by C2. C1 by C2. If and only if the lines are identical. The lines are identical. So while doing that problems, if we have that parallel, this condition is given, immediately we should apply that a slopes are equal or the relation in terms of the coefficients of the lines. Here A1, B1, A2, B2 are the coefficients. Already in that previously at the angle between the two lines, A1, A2 are the coefficients of x is equals to B1, B2. B1 by B2, B1 comma B2 are the y coefficients and C1, C2 are the constants. Okay, right. So this one is that different conditions when two lines are that given, right? So the next point is that, see this one. Here is that next concept is suppose if you want to find any line, suppose this one is that given line. If you want to find that any line parallel to this one, any line parallel to this one, when the two lines are the parallel means slopes are equal. Suppose this equation is that ax plus by plus c is equals to plus c1 is equals to 0. This is that one equation, one line. What is the slope of this equation? Minus a by b. So to the second line which is parallel to this one, that also will be have the same value, minus a by b. So that means to get that same value of the slope, so here x coefficient and y coefficients must be same in this equation. That means the difference will be only in the constant. So that what do you say that equation of any line parallel to given line ax plus b into y plus c2 is equals to 0 or k is equals to 0 or k is equals to 0. So you can write that any point. So look at this one. Here what do you say that statement? Equation of any line parallel to ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is ax plus by plus k is equals to 0. So what we can understand in this statement, the parallel lines will be differ only in their constant. So that means here the constant is that what? C. Now in the next one is that a constant is that what? K. So the remaining x and y terms will be same in the both equations. Okay. Now to find this unknown value k. Okay. So that means now you see this one. Suppose here one line is that given. Now find the equation of the another line parallel to this one and passing through the point x1 comma y1 and parallel to this one and passing through the point x1 comma y1. See this one. Here is that the next point is equation of the line passing through x1 comma y1, passing through the point x1 comma y1 and parallel to ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is so all of you see this one. Already in that above statement, what is that? Any line parallel to ax plus by plus c, ax plus by plus k. Now this parallel line is passing through which point? x1 comma y1. Now it passes through this point, means it must be satisfy this equation. That means if you write x is equals to x1, y is equals to y1, you will be get that k value is that minus ax1 minus by1. By substitute that k value in that parallel equation, you will be get that a into x plus b into y is a into x plus b into y. So what did you get that k value? Minus a into x1 minus b into y1 is equals to 0. Now here that you take that a is the common and b is the common. That implies a into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 is equals to 0. So by observing this result, what do you say? That equation of the line passing through the point x1 y1 and parallel to ax plus by plus c, you substitute that or you replace x by x minus x1 and y by y minus y1. There is no need to take the constant. So this one is the direct formula to find the required equation of the line parallel to ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 and passing through the point x1 comma y1. And next point is that suppose if you take the two parallel lines, now what is the distance between these two parallel lines? What is that distance between the two parallel lines? Now you see this one, distance between the two parallel lines means you have to find this value. So this length is that distance between the parallel lines. So what is that formula to find the distance between the parallel lines? Now you see that next point, distance between the parallel lines. Distance between the parallel lines. So everyone you remember parallel lines means, so only in the given equations the constant will be differ. So distance between the parallel lines, what is that first equation? Ax plus by plus c1 is equals to 0 and the second equation is ax plus by plus c2 is equals to 0 is what is that formula? Modulus of c1 minus c2 whole divided by root of a square plus b square, root of a square plus b square. So this one is that distance between the two parallel lines. So here distance between the parallel lines means this one is that required value. So to find this value, that formula will be modulus of C1 minus C2 by under root of a square plus b square. And next we will see that perpendicular concept. See here that suppose if you take that one line, what is that line equation? Ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 plus c is equals to 0. If you draw that perpendicular to this line, if you draw the perpendicular to this one, perpendicular means product of their slopes is equals to -1. You know what is the slope of this one? This is that minus a by b. Minus a by b is the slope of this line, and this slope will be to get the product of which value to this one is the -1, b by a. So this one is that b by a is the slope of the perpendicular line. So that means here is that you can write that, you see in this place, here is that in this place x coefficient, numerator here x coefficient, here is the y coefficient. That means the denominator is that in this one is the y coefficient, in this one is the x coefficient. Then we can write that equation of any line, equation of any line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 plus c is equals to 0 is you write that b into x minus a into y plus k is equals to 0. A into b into x minus a into y plus k is equals to 0. So please all of you remember this formula. How will you get this formula? By using that fundamental product of the slopes is equals to -1. According this one you will be write that if any line is perpendicular to ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, that will be b into x minus a into y plus k is equals to 0. Right? So the next you see, suppose if this perpendicular line is passes through that any point, let it be x1 comma y1. So already, so I told you that in the parallel concept, if a line is a perpendicular passing through a point x1 comma y1, you replace in this perpendicular line x by x minus 1 and y by y minus 1. How will you get this one? This line is passes through this point means this one will be satisfied this equation. So b into x1 minus a into y1 plus k is equals to 0. From that k value is that a y1 minus bx1. By replacing that value in this equation, we will get the result. See this one, equation of the line passing through x1 comma y1 passing through x1 comma y1 and perpendicular to ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. C is equals to 0 is what is that any line perpendicular to this one? bx minus ay plus k. Now in this one you replace x by x minus 1 and y by y minus 1. That is that b into x minus x1 minus a into y minus y1 is equals to 0. So this one is that perpendicular line equation passing through the given point. So please all of you remember this one. And next concept is how to find that perpendicular distance. See this one. Now here is that if I take that one line, let it be a into x plus b into y plus c is equals to 0. Now how can we find that perpendicular distance? This one is that p point. P is equals to x1 comma y1 and q is that this one. How to find that PQ value? Let we draw that another line parallel to this one, and this point is lies on parallel to this one, means these two lines are differ only in their constant. That means this one we can take that ax plus by plus k is equals to 0. Now here that perpendicular distance from this point means now you have to find that PQ value. First of all, you find that what is that PQ value? Distance between the parallel lines. That is the modulus of k minus c. Already I told you that how to find the distance between the parallel lines. This is that c1, this is that c2. Modulus of c1 minus c2 by root of a square plus b square. According that formula. So now after that you substitute that this point in this value, you can find the k value. So here is that directly I am writing this value. The perpendicular distance perpendicular distance from the point P is equals to x1 comma y1 to the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is what is that? That is that PQ length, that is equals to modulus of a into x1 plus b into y1 plus c whole divided by root of a square plus b square. So in this one, the numerator is that directly substitute the point on this one. See, the next point is that suppose if we take that x1 comma y1 as 0 comma 0, that means perpendicular distance from origin to the line. Now here you put that x1 is equals to 0, y1 is equals to 0. So then both of these two become 0. The remaining part is that c. Modulus of c by root of a square plus b square. So here we will write that this one. And one more thing, the same formula will be used in the another case. What is that? The nearest or the shortest distance, nearest distance distance of the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 from the point p is equals to x1 comma y1. So in this case also we will use the same formula, is modulus of a into x1 plus b into y1 plus c whole divided by under root of a square plus b square. Nearest distance means shortest distance. Shortest distance of any line from the point is that perpendicular distance from the point to the line. So next, if you take x1 comma y1 as the origin, so that means perpendicular distance from origin perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0 is a modulus of c whole divided by root of a square plus b square. Root of a square plus b square. So this one is that perpendicular distance from origin to the line ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Now one shortcut formula related to this one. Now we will see that. Okay. See, one shortcut formula is related to the perpendicular distance. See this one. Here is that one formula. So here is that first point is that suppose if we take that a line in the intercept form. So you know what is that intercept form? X by a plus y by b is equals to 1, right? So if the perpendicular from origin to this line is a small p, then what is the relation between intercepts and p value? See this one. If p is small p is the perpendicular distance from origin to the line x by a plus y by b is equals to 1. By using that above formula, you can write then 1 by p square is equals to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. So this is the very most important result. So please all of you remember this one. So what is the relation between intercepts a comma b and a perpendicular distance small p? 1 by p square is equals to 1 by a square plus 1 by b square. This is the one of the important formula. And next you see this one, second one. Suppose if the two lines are intersecting with an angle theta and slope of one line is m, then what is the slope of the another line? What is the slope of the another line? So look at this one. So here, if theta be the angle between the angle between two intersecting lines, two intersecting lines, whose slope of one line, one line is m, then slope of the another line, slope of other line is equals to is. So here we will be get the two possible values, m plus tan theta whole divided by 1 minus m into tan theta, either this value or m minus tan theta whole divided by 1 plus m into tan theta, 1 plus m into tan theta. So here we will get the two possible values for the slope of another line. So this is also very most important. So to do that, so lengthy type of the problems. Okay. So please all of you remember this one. Okay. Right. So thank you for watching this video. If you like, please like, share and subscribe this channel.